Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922, here to bring you the last of the chapters of the Wednesday, One Piece, chapter 737. Before I get into it, I want to mention something. I found out about this new anime from the winter that I never picked up, thanks to Killing with a Shotgun, on Facebook, called, I can't really say the name, but I'll post it in the description of this video if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, One Piece chapter 737, Executive Tower. This was kind of interesting. It was a kind of interesting chapter. Probably gonna give this a 4 out of 5. The beginning part of this, we got Luffy and Violet and Zoro, and basically Violet's just telling them he ate about Pica, because we had last week with Pica and stuff. He ate the Ishi no Mi, which is the stone fruit, what makes him a rock absorption human, which I believe means is that basically he's able to absorb himself into any kind of stone or rock material, because he became one with the walls. He's one with the walls. He absorbs into the wall, or the stone wall, and basically he's just like the palace. He's basically the whole palace, essentially, and he's there, and he's actually moving the walls to close them in, and well, they're probably not dead though. They're probably still alive. And then we, after that, we go from that to the tournament. Yo, Burgess? Jesus Burgess, man. Burgess was ridiculous. I mean, he had this pad here on his elbow, and he was shooting shit from it, which is basically, I guess, ventilation. Like blasts of air. I was just like, damn. Call it the Surge Elbow, and he just destroys this area. And it basically announced to say the hottest ticket in the pirate world, Blackbeard, and the 10 giant captains that support him. Very own Jesus Burgess. And he's like laughing after he says, that bastard, don't drag the audience in. And almost on cue, after that happens, we see the fighting fish shows up. It's got the devil fruit on its back, so they're ready to go in. And everyone in there, Diamante, Lucy. You know who Lucy is, man? It's Sabo! To go in and take the fruit. And it heads for Rebecca, surprisingly enough. She's thinking about getting the chains off. And after, just like instantaneous, he goes on there, Lucy. He says, I've got it. And Diamante is convinced at the moment that that's Straw Hat. I mean, I remember last week's chapter, that was pure gold. Like, hold up, you doing Doflamingo? Doflamingo was balling, and he was like, oh, the fuck is in that tournament? That was awesome. But like I said, Diamante's convinced that that is Lucy, that's Luffy, that's Straw Hat. I don't know what weapon he's using. Sabo. I think it's his pipe, but I'm not sure, because you don't get a really good close look at it. But I think it's his pipe. But basically what's on happening is that Burgess is saying, oh, I'll take you down, both of you down. He's ready to blast another blast. It was this funny part where Talon was like, oh, you're looking a little bit eager there, aren't you? To Rebecca. And he does the surge. And right when he's about to do the surge elbow, Sabo's got these, he makes this. And says Dragon Talons. I'm like, Dragon Talons? What? I don't know what was going on. I was like, what? And he does Dragon Talons, and you see his arm is black, and his hand's black, and I'm like, okay, hockey. Yeah. So even now, now it's pretty obvious that I'm not sure. I'm just going to say for the time being, we don't know. We don't know. All we know now from this chapter is that Sabo knows hockey, arm and hockey. He probably knows the other forms of hockey as well, but we don't know what else he has. That's all we know, is that he knows hockey. That's all we know from this chapter about Sabo. So he pretty much just nails him in that area, the elbow, and it just breaks. And he makes an angry face, Fergus. And then, fucking Sabo's like, I won't let you take it so easily. And then that's when Diamante says, okay, yeah, is this guy really Straw Hat? His fighting style seems different. Seems too crazy. Yeah, he's pretty much saying this is, I don't know, this might not be Straw Hat. And then we go back after that, because we were really in 3 spots in this chapter. The thing with Luffy and Zoro and Violet when they're going up against Pica. The tournament. And then this part. It was like a 2-part thing. We see... What's his face? I forgot his name. Oh, I can't believe I forgot this guy's name. Javandish, I think. I believe that's his name. Javandish. He's there. And, well, we see Usopp first. And the fairies, the dwarfs. And they're basically saying, about those are the pipes that, people broken toys fall down from there, and so on and so forth. You'll eventually reach a scrap heap located right underneath the executive tower. And he's basically telling them that's what that is. Then we see Cavendish, and he's inside the executive tower, and he encounters Trebol. And he was saying that he was in the infirmary. Not why is he here? What's his gooey stuff? And apparently, yeah, Cavendish is not in a good position here. He obviously, you can guess what's going to happen. He gets turned into a toy. And then in this part, we get revealed of Trebol's fruit. At first, when I first saw his ability, Trebol, I really was thinking, is that a water? Is that liquid? It's sticky. Sticky fruit. That's what it is. It's not water, it's not liquid, it's sticky. It's really weird when you really think about it. I mean, here you've got Diamante. He has to, from what I'm hoping this is, if I'm wrong on this, please correct me. He's able to take things that are not, like cloth, and make it hard as steel. Here you have Pica. He's able to become one with rock or stone. And then you have Trebol. Sticky fruit. Just this disgusting snot stuff that's sticky and stuff. I mean, here's the thing. Of the 3, Diamante and Pica, I think, they're more better than Trebol. I think so. I mean, really think about it. You become one with rock and stone. God damn, you become like a rock man. And then you have... That ability is pretty beast. You're turning something that is like wavy and soft into like a sword. As hard as steel. That is awesome. So, yeah, so he's in there and he's like this factory-like room from which, what would that be? And the executive tower, wrong. And, he tells Trebol that he's gross and he should die. And then basically states that has the beta no mi sticky fruit. And basically Cavendish is saying, "Get this stuff off me already, you brat," and he gets turned into a toy. And she's like, "It's time for the contract. You will not harm humans. You will bow to the orders of the family." And I'm pretty much, she said this to everyone. To everyone. And then Trebol basically states, you, no one remembers you. You are forgotten. Even I'm forgotten you. You will fight for Doflamingo. You will work for him to your death. And he's still thinking about being a pirate and saying to himself, "Someone wake me up. Someone wake me up." And then we also see others. And oh, by the way, it's true. The fishman that was in the tournament, he's there and he's thinking, "I need to report to Koala. I need to report to Koala." So he was part of that. He was in there. He was helping Koala. So, because it's shown in that page. And they're basically saying the same thing. "You son," and one of the king guy, he's saying, "Pronounce for crying out loud, Doflamingo, you son of a," and that's pretty much what's going on there. And then we return to Usopp with Robin and the dwarfs. I have to agree on this. I really think Robin should fight here in this arc. She hasn't had a fight in so long. I mean, she hasn't fought anyone in post-time skip yet. At least from my knowledge. No one. I really think she should fight someone. I mean, Zoro, from my knowledge, has fought someone post-time skip. Sanji, I believe, has to a later extent. And then Zoro probably, he'll end up fighting Fujitora in this arc, so, that's good. Luffy will fight, obviously Doflamingo. But I want to see Robin fight someone. There's a lot of enemies here, and I think she can fight someone. Yeah. I mean, it would be nice if she fights Trebol, because it would be a very big challenge for her, because you've got somebody who has the sticky fruit, and her, that's a challenge, for her. And I for this review, I would say, yeah, I hope Robin fights Trebol or somebody, because she hasn't fought anyone. But yeah, she's there with Usopp, and they were looking on, and that's the kid. They basically find Trebol and Sugar, and that's the kid right there. And they basically made the dwarves the world's spiciest seasoning, Tabasco. That is really hard to say. And basically made it into a grape. And they're going to give that to Sugar, put it in her basket of grapes, and she'll eat it. And then she'll pass out from the hotness of it. And then she'll faint. And that'll be it. And then basically, the guy that's going in is Leo, the guy with that little funny hat. And he says, "No problem." And it was funny because Usopp's like, "Try to keep your support quieter." And he's basically off, and he's going to put it in the basket, and it's basically on the bottom says, "Everyone prepare yourself when Sugar cries out. All the toys will become big people again. They will retain their memories. Everyone will retain their memories. And the evil deeds will be brought to light. As for the pirate Doflamingo, his true colors will be revealed. I'm off, saving my Nakama, going to return the kingdom back to King Riku." And then on the side it says, "Break next week." So, overall, good chapter. I really enjoyed this one. We got some fighting with the, Sabo! We got Pica. That was pretty interesting. And now we're getting close to them trying to put an end to this thing that's going on with Doflamingo. If they can get that spicy Tabasco in the basket, she'll eat it, and then she'll faint, and then all the toys will go back to being humans. So, good chapter, 4 out of 5. No One Piece next week. Wow. So, just Bleach next week for me. You know, we'll see. But 4 out of 5, good. I want to say jury's still out for Sabo. Because I didn't mention it, but he's got a scar in his eye. I'm wondering how he got that. That probably was done earlier in One Piece when he got that scar. Because, I mean, all we know right now for Sabo is that he's got hockey. That's all we know as of right now. I would love to see what other abilities he has. I really do. Because it would be boss to find out what else he can do. God damn, Sabo? Oh, yeah, Luffy's probably... They're not dead. They probably find a way to get past Pica. Whoever's fighting... By the way, whoever's fighting Pica, damn. Frankie's got to get it on his A game to beat him. And Diamante, I don't know who would fight Diamante. If it's one of the Straw Hats. It might be Zoro, even though Zoro's got to fight Fujitora. If they end up fighting him, of course. But we have to wait and see. Should be interesting going forward with this arc. Bankai 922. See you guys later. Toriko thing will happen next week, too. I'll just only do 6 paid chapters or 7. Because I can't. You can't do 12 and expect to invite someone. It's impossible. Might do Titans of Darkness tonight. But most likely it's probably just going to be those chapters of Kantaro's manga that I'm going to do. And I'll upload them. Okay? I'm Bankai 922. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.